All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I don't need to hear myself. I was all set up like I'm doing a Zoom or something. All right. Time to wake. What is going on with the 1 o'clock in the afternoon? This is not football. This is not, this is, this, there should be no ice skating before 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's just as early as it should show up. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the Panthers, insert name, Vincent, Connaughton in for Kirsten. All right, so that's good. That's good. I wonder if he was hurt. We're never going to know the answer to that question. All right, so Connaughton's in for Kirsten. Hmm. So that would put him on the second pair, I assume, right? It's going to be it's weird, man. This 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock is weird because it's basically going to take everybody's day, right? We're starting now at noon, and here it gets dark at 5. So by the time I'm done uploading and everything, it's almost going to be dark outside. Flying poopy is good. I'm all right. Oh, you're on a plane, bud. That's cool. Bob is a net, Vincent. Yeah, good. That's my intro. That's going to be my intro. Oh, this hat's too hot. The hat is too hot. I warmed up this room. I just did the Dolphins video in here. That's too hot. So Bob is a net. That sounds about right. Well, and then we've got St. Louis again Tuesday. So be interesting to see if Knight plays either one. Be interesting to see if Knight plays either one. Bud, where are you flying, Bud? Where are you flying to? Vincent, that's an interesting question. I actually get into that a little bit um on my picks video. I just put out the picks video on flying fluffy football. I just put that out like 10 minutes before I went live here. Oh, you're on your way to Hawaii. Dang. All right, all right, all right, man. Very nice. How long you going to be gone, man? How long you going to be gone? That's aren't they getting ready to get some kind of snowstorm or something? Karen was reading something yesterday. Aren't they getting ready to get whacked by something? Yeah, Vincent. Yeah, right. I mean, my dumbass times the first video on the other channel to come out 15 minutes before the live stream on this one, but I wanted to get it out, so I tried to get it out yesterday, and I just, my voice is still, I'm still not 100%. I'm still hanging in. So you'll be there for 6 days. Very cool. Oh, you're gonna be staying in the mountains, or the mountains are getting the snowstorm. Which one? When I was in basic training, this is a true story. There was a guy who was from Hawaii, and he had never seen his breath before. He had never seen his breath before. It had never gotten cold enough in his whole life. And we're sitting out there in February, first morning in Texas, and it's about 33, 34 degrees. It wasn't quite freezing. Well, we're standing there lined up, and he starts seeing his breath, and he started freaking out, man. This poor kid, little skinny guy too. Um, he just started freaking out. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. What's wrong with me? I'm gonna die. And we were just busting out laughing. It really made the first day a lot easier because your first day of basic training, your instructors don't start off the morning at 4 in the morning laughing, but they couldn't help it. It was like it broke the ice for everybody. It was beautiful. All right, Chris, let's see. Today's game, you feel there's a chance to make a real statement. A dominant win against a team like this could really send a message. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, let's put it this way. Your theory is correct, but our history of afternoon games is not great. And the only thing of it is that we're at home, so we have a little bit more normalcy about us. I don't know what in the hell, who in the hell, or why in the hell, who, what, or why they said, hey, why don't we play this game at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? I'm barely functional at noon, man. It takes me till noon to get moving. So It's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. Let's put it that way. But you're playing the cello representing the state of Florida for the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. All right, that's very cool. If you get some video, send it along. If you get some video, that would be cool. Congratulations, man. Now, I assume that that's through your school. What school do you go to? Let's see. The Blizzards in the mountain. The Blues are an average champ. Yeah, what are they? 12, 8, and 3. I had this up here. Let's see. Yeah, my memory still works. So they're 12, 8, and 3. Um, where are they in the standings though, right? Let's see. Let's go over there. Yeah, they're in second place. They got 27 points. So I mean, it's one of the top teams in the West, right? Well, one of the top teams in their division. If they were in the other um boy, I'm just looking at the Western Conference. Stacked up are one, two, three, four, five, 6, 7 teams within 2 points of each other that are all going to be fighting it out for not that many playoff spots. Jeez. All right, let's see. Um, UB's top 5 points in the NHL. Imagine if you played hard every game. That leads DN. Yep, that's not a surprise. Um, Jonathan, what do I do for Dolphins games that start at 1 o'clock? I drag my ass out to the couch. Um, and now that we're winning, I don't fall asleep so easily. But for a while there, it was a good time to take a nap. I was doing the Dolphins recaps, and then you guys know, soon as I had that day where I had the migraine and I couldn't do the recap, that's the game they won. And I said, well, I must be bad luck. So I stopped doing the recaps, and they've won every game since I stopped. So on the other channel, like I said today in the picks video, I will have a Dolphin recap up. Um, when they lose a game, then I will put a recap up because otherwise I'm the jinx. If I come back now when we lose, everybody will blame me. So this is your flight extension. Um, oh, it's through an organization. Gotcha. Hopefully you see Steve. Too early to see that mug. Yeah, yeah, John Carlo, you and I, man, you and I both. It is. This is evil playing hockey this time of the day. For me, it put my brain on. Let's put it this way: I went to bed early last night. By the time I think I might have fallen asleep by 12:30. That's early. Went to bed early. Yeah, I stay up late. But so then like before noon, I don't. I do all my eBay work before noon. It's like on autopilot. I've been doing it for so long. Vincent, yeah, I wish we knew about more about Duke's injury. That's a good point, man. They've been really tight-lipped about that. All I know is that however long he needs to be out to be 100% and healthy and healed. Because if it's something like a groin or a leg pull or a thigh muscle or something like that, um, you come back too early weeks. So just whatever it's going to take for him to just be 110%, be completely, he can go out there without any, negative repercussions just because we got more important hockey games coming up here in March and April and May and June, right? Dupree Bell. I like the Panthers. ML under. I'm not sure what the ML under means, but I appreciate you coming out, and I like that little Panther icon. How did you get that, Dupree? That's pretty interesting. But the Isles are on a 9-game losing. I saw. I didn't. I haven't been feeling well, so I hadn't paid attention too much last couple days. Um, didn't they? I thought I saw something about their streak ended. Did they? Did they get to overtime and lose? Is that what it is? Was it just a point streak? Let's see, John Carter. This game should be national. They should showcase the Panthers showing up to the arena in flip flops. Yeah, I agree with you, except where I disagree with you, John Carlo, because there's probably going to be like 8 people at this game today. Um, it's either going to be really, really packed or really, really empty. And when it's so close to the holidays like this, it's a crapshoot. You never know. St. Louis ain't bringing any fans to the table. It's not like we're playing Montreal or Toronto. Um, I have a bad feeling about the crowd. I don't know that we want this one on national TV. I don't know. 1 o'clock is early. 1 o'clock is early, man. That means somebody like where Boca lives in Del Rey. I mean, he's got to start, moving early in the morning to get there. But you'll be flying in like 10 minutes and come back when the second period ends. You'll be in a bubble of not knowing what happens during the game. All right, bud. I'll try to when I do the recap today, I'll try to be a little bit more coherent in my post intermission segments so that you guys actually have some sense of what's going on. Oh, this game is on NHL Network, Vincent. Okay. I have that. I have center ice, so I mean I got to have it some way or another. But that just means no Goldie and everything, right? Hmm. We'll see. When are we getting the need a new coach tweet, Jonathan? um, you know, I could make an analogy here, but I think I'm going to pass. Here's what I'll say: with the talent on this team, I don't think it's going to get bad enough. I don't talent wise of having it get bad enough to where management feels forced into making a move. With the talent on this team between the two goaltenders, I don't, I mean, we did lose the 4 in a row, but to get a coach fired, you got to start, losing 6, 7, 8 in a row, or only winning one out of like, 10, 12, 15 games to start getting a coach fired. Um, I just don't see it. You've seen these last 2 games, we've been behind. And look, we had lost the 2 games in a row. And then we got behind the Capitals 4-1. And you're thinking, knowing, okay, this is the kind of thing that could start the wheels turning and getting this guy fired. And then the team came out in the third period and scored 18 goals and we won. And then the same thing happened against the Sabres, So the point is that the way that this team can turn it on and off like that, do I think we need a coach? Yeah, but I don't think we're going to play bad enough for management to really justify it. I think we're going to be right on that edge to where we're going to have no choice but to just roll the dice with him throughout the playoffs, even if management is just like, I don't know. I think I think we're going to be up against the wall that way. Windy City Hockey, thanks for coming out, bud. You're really pulling for the Panthers today because screw the Blues. Absolutely, man. Yeah, this is one of those weird games because not only is it in the afternoon, but there's no rivalry. I can't say that word. We don't play the Blues a lot, right? There's not a big history there, so there's no storylines there either. It's like we don't have any ex Blues and they don't have any ex Panthers that are like, you know, bringing it. It's just like this random matchup of two good teams at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which just whoever came up with that one. Dupree money means the money line betting. Okay, gotcha. Betting term, and the under is 6. Um, yeah, yeah. I would, I would. Is Bennington in? I'm assuming. I'm assuming that we're gonna get Bennington. Is he? If we're getting Bennington, I don't see how you could take the over. Bob's gonna be ready to. Bob is going to be ready to make a comeback. Yeah, I would take the under, but I would, boy, 6.5 would make it a lot easier to take that under. 6.5 that's an easy call, but 6 makes me a little bit nervous because Bob is good for 4 on his own. You see what I'm saying? Anytime with the Panthers taking the under, I would be nervous. All right, let's see. Um, Raven, appreciate that. You just watched the football video. I appreciate that. Did you? If you watched the whole thing, I got to play the part for Karen where she sneezed. I'm glad I said something though, because I wasn't sure how the microphone picked it up, and it picked it up like she was standing right here with me. So, Bud, you're losing your Iron Man streak of watching every game. That's a shame. It happens though. Hey, it happens, man. You know, not much you can do. Sweet Nirvana, no heart attack tonight. Well, we'll have the heart attack during the daytime, Nirvana. So, no, could we just not? I agree with your sentiment there. Could we just have a nice, easy, you know, 3-2, 2-1, 4-3 hockey game, good game, enough to keep us awake in the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday afternoon on the couch. Good game. But we can't just keep falling behind by 3 goals. That's not sustainable, unfortunately. All right, let's see. Raven, yeah, screw the Blues. Windy City NHL Network tends to use the home team broadcast. Okay. All right. So maybe I should have it all though. I should get all 3 broadcasts. I don't know. It's weird, the rules with the center ice and what they give you and what they don't. It's like I'm paying for center ice. Great. But I get no pregame and I get no postgame. It's like every time the Panthers win, Goldie says, and here come the Rats and before he can say on the ice, I get a black screen. So it sucks. It's like, come on, man, you cheap bastards. I'm paying you. Give me the extra 10 minutes of postgame, but they don't. All right, let's see. Yeah, Vincent, we need to come out strong. Yeah, Giancarlo. Connaughton is in for Kiersted. So I don't know if we're ever going to find out if he was hurt or healthy or what. That's a good point, Chris. There wasn't a big history with Florida and Minnesota either, and that game was super hostile. It's a good point. Let's see. Alfredo Garcia, thanks for coming out, but we're going to get a new coach if they don't make it deep into the playoffs, and we won't find out about Bruno until the playoffs. Exactly, man. It's one of those things where it just is what it is. And look, I'll say this. I said this in the recap. The fact that he made the change to the power play and it worked, forget the part where it worked. The fact that he was willing to make the change, to me, that shows, okay, all right, I feel a little bit better about him, because up until then, he was really appearing to be pretty damn stubborn. We're going to just keep banging his head up against that same damn wall with Ekblad as the quarterback. So the fact that he made the change and then it worked, that gives me some hope for him. Now, if we can fix the power play to where we're a top 10 power play, beautiful. All right. He has dealt with some injuries. Okay. The thing that he needs help somewhere, we need to help this guy. If we need another assistant coach chipping in or whatever, the line changes have been terrible. Most of the goals, all of the breakaways and stuff we've been giving up, it's not defensive breakdowns. It's been bad line changes. Especially the defensive pairs, has been really bad line changes over and over again. That's the coach. That's Brunette. Unless there's another coach calling out the names, which I don't think there is, that's the coach. So that's the one thing come playoff time. If he doesn't have clean, tight line changes, a veteran coach is going to whip our ass with that. Windy City is saying Bennington is on COVID protocol. I thought I heard something. Yeah. Somebody will post the lineups here as we get closer to the game. I think somebody on my Discord said he was in, but I'm not sure. Like yesterday was a blur. I did not feel well at all yesterday. And so like I didn't do very much, and the stuff that I did do, I don't remember doing. Enrique, yeah, you and me both, bud. The 1:00 games. Dupree, man, I don't watch college, fortunately. Don't watch college football. Um, yeah, just no time. Usually on Saturdays, I'm catching up on work with the eBay store and hanging out with the kids and the dogs and stuff. Canadian Maple fan, just subscribe. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I have a soothing and relaxing hockey commentary. I appreciate that. That thank you. I really I do appreciate that because I'm gutting it out today, man. I'm gonna pay for it. I've been sick the last couple of days, but so I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I try to be my idea with hockey, especially with us fans, is that there's no bad takes, you know, because there's a lot of times when somebody has a bad take and then it happens. I always a couple of years ago where if somebody would have gone on Twitter and said, "Hey, the Panthers should trade Matheson for Hornquist," they would have been laughed off of Twitter. It's like, no way Pittsburgh's going to give us Hornquist for Matheson, except they did. And that's one of those rare trades where both teams are happy. You don't get a lot of that. You don't get a lot of that at all. Um, Donald the Goat Trump representing the great state of Georgia, or you're talking about Alabama and Georgia. Gotcha. All right. Frank. Frank is in the house. All right, bud. How we doing, buddy? You doing good? Hey, Steve, I noticed that I made you a moderator that one time. I guess you're permanently a moderator. Look at that. You get your own little special. Your name is in color, and you get the little screwdriver there. I guess that means you can screw things up for me. That's cool. All right, Bud. Bud's on a plane to Hawaii, Steve. Bud is on a plane to Hawaii. What are we doing wrong? He's gonna go play the cello, right? He's gonna go play the cello um, for a ceremony commemorating Pearl Harbor. So yeah, very very cool. Yeah, where is my brother Gene? Where is? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Where the hell is he? I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him. Let's call Gene live on the air. Oh, I don't know if he's on. He might be on vacation. He might be on vacation, but let's call him anyway. He said he wasn't going to have his phone, but I think he was talking about on Monday. So let's call him and see if he answers. Because we're three, two, one, two, look at that. Three, one. No, he must already be on vacation. When did he tell me he was going to go on vacation? I can't. There's no way I'm going to find that text in here. I thought he was going to be gone starting Monday, but I guess he's gone already. So, all right. So yeah, he's going on a cruise. I thought it started Monday, but my memory, you know. All right, let's see. Frank, you said you come can curse. Wait a minute. Is that my brother texting me now? Oh, he's working. Oh, okay. He's working at the cigar bar. All right. Let me reply to him here real quick. You big dummy, that's the first thing I asked you about the job. Now you're going to be missing hockey games. You know the rest of the games start at 1 o'clock this year. Everybody's on the stream wanting to know where the hell you are. You're fired. All right. All right. So let's catch up on the chat. Let's see. Yeah, Torts. Nah, Steve, let's not do that. He's counting cigars right now. Right, Canadian Maple fan, right. Yeah, no, and that's part of the thing, right? Is that we got a little nervous around here, bud. I mean, look, we start off 7-0, and then we lost the 4 in a row, not immediately with Brunette, but like I said, the fact that Brunette was willing to change the power play and it worked, to me, that's half of the issues for him. Now we got to fix the line changes. The line changes have been really, really bad. Really bad. All right, let's see. Tippett's in net today. Julian. My buddy Tippett. Man, I can't stick up for it. It's not that he's been playing bad. At least he's playing good two-way hockey. He's just not scoring. And Tippett is going to be one of those guys. This happened last year. I'm willing to admit it. Tippett is a good hockey player. In order to be a very good hockey player, he has to be on the roster. Some players need guys around him. He's not going to have success with Jumbo Joe. Now, when Achari or Marchment come back and Tippett's on the third line with Lusterinen, watch, mark my words. When Tippett gets paired back up with Lusterinen, like Tippett, Lusterinen, and Vetrano, watch. All of a sudden, Tippett's going to start playing well again. Guarantee it. Oh, here we go, Steve. I always have bad takes. Don't try to justify myself. Screwdriver. Yeah, what did I say? Screwdriver. I said I was sick, guys. Give me a break, huh? Tell Gene we need torts. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna take a picture of the screen and send it to him. So give me a second here. Um let's see. Okay, let me send that to him. Oh, brother Gene, brother Gene, brother Gene. Never tell hockey people what you do and do not want to hear. All right, that's sending. Okay. Yeah, Torts is better on TV and better leave him there. Yeah. Steve, since we fired Gene, can you be the new brother? Sure, why not? You got a wrench. I gave you tools, man. Look at that. We need Torts like we need Thornton as our number one center. Jonathan. No, I look, I believe that if they were going to hire Torts, they would have done it right off the bat. Um, my belief is that they thought all along that they would be able to um talk the league. I can't get the guy's name right. Talk the commissioner, whose name escapes me for some reason. I thought the Panthers thought they were going to get to keep Q. I think that they knew enough of the details where they felt like they were going to be able to keep him. And until that interview with the kid came out, I think it was on pace for a rough patch, but I think he was going to be able to stay. That's why they had him coach that one game. I don't know how prepared. I don't know how prepared they were, and you had to make a call immediately. And Brunette's a guy that a lot of people like. I keep saying, he could grow into the job. I think he's perfectly capable of growing into the job. It's just that's not the job we have right now. We're not looking for Bob Bugner to grow into the job. We need a guy that's going to win with us now. Um, and like I think it was Alfredo that set it up above. We're not going to know until we know. You're in the shower. You have to go to a 5-year-old birthday party. Oh, your son started walking for the first time yesterday. All right. Outstanding. Jeez, that's cool. We got to get that on video, man. They start walk as soon as they start walking, that's it, man. That's it. Like that life completely changes. The stuff here's the that I can give you when you're dealing with kids. Never think, oh, they would never do blank. Fill in the blank. Anything that you would ever come up and say the kid will never do that, they'll do it. They'll do it. Never think they can't do it. Frank, what cigar bar does geez, I can't talk today. What cigar bar does Gene work at? Well, he's in Melbourne. He's in Melbourne right now. Um, yeah, he's laughing. Let me ask him. Frank wants to know the name of the cigar bar you work for. All right. He just started. I mean, he's been going there a while, but I guess Um, he wants to have, some. They're gonna pay him in cigar money. I guess I don't know how they're gonna pay him. Let's see, Lightning team that was running, gunning out. Yeah, right, right. I agree. I agree with you, especially the point about the Hurricanes. Um, that's the thing with the line changes. Absolutely. We've got to find a way. And if he needs help, maybe somebody else can call out the defensive pairs. He's clearly struggling with it. He's clearly struggling with it. Um, Stu and I talked about it. We assume that it's the head coach, right? Um, boy, I should have George ask that question, or maybe George would know the answer to that question. You got to assume it's the head coach, and if that's the case, then this might be the first time that Brunette's actually calling out the line changes, because it's been bad. It's really been bad. The last few games, especially the game that I live streamed, and I'm paying attention closer when I'm live streaming, so that probably has some kind of effect on it in terms of what I'm noticing. But I mean, there was 30 to 40 seconds of Mammon, Thornton, and Huberto on the ice together, and that's not a line. That's not a line. It was a bad change, and guys are getting stuck out there. Chris, what's been different about the power play the last two games? He took, instead of Ekblad high running it, he put Uyghur high running it, and he's got Ekblad right in the circle, or right outside the circle, for that on the left side where he belongs, for the one timer. So it's a completely different setup. And if you notice, it's a lot tighter. They were so wide and so spread out, and they've brought guys in a few feet tighter, and the passes are a lot quicker. So that's that he made the changes that we needed to make. He figured it out. Whether or not he figured it out because he thought Ekblad wasn't doing the job at quarterback, or whether he wanted to get Ekblad's shot in there. Um, I talked about this when Barkov got hurt, and this may be happening now, where, especially now with Duclair hurt, the injuries are kind of forcing Brunette to make some changes that need to happen anyway, right? So, when Barkov was out, then we lose Duclair. He had to make some kind of changes. So if those two guys don't get hurt, maybe he doesn't make that change. Hopefully now we just keep it that way, because with the talent that we have, it's ridiculous that we don't have a top 10 power play. Um, oh, here we go, Steve. Steve, you can't. I would ask the moderator to remove that comment, but Steve's the moderator. You have him walking on video. Very cool. Very cool, man. I'm gonna make something in my Teespring store and send it to you. Yeah, how old is he now? How old is he? Yeah, Chris Gibson. Um, well, he's the third goalie, Mano. Steve, Chris Gibson is the third goalie, but he's in Charlotte. I believe our emergency goalie is Tallis, right? I can have an opinion, Jaws. At least yours don't stay. Wait a minute. What was the opinion about? What was the opinion about? What did I say? I think Steve is hearing things. And let's see. Jonathan, yeah, they finally copy and pasted the Lightning power play. Half board setup for potential clappers. Would be nice to have a centerpiece like Dadenoff was. You absolutely. Um Barkov in the middle would do it. If you want to have Huberto and Ekblad at the circles with Rieger or Forsling running it up high, and then Hornquist in front of the net. That I call him Dadenoff. Barkov in the middle. That'd work too. That'd work too. I think right now it's just, you know, the coach has got to get. He should be familiar enough with this personnel. I'm still geeking out about how the other night, that the game that we lost, I forget which one it was, we had the 2 minutes of 6-on-4, and Verhaeghe and Tippett started the damn power play on the bench. Let's see. Steve has lost his mind. Steve, geez, Steve's lost his mind. I'm going to take your wrench away, bro. So he's the emergency goal. He can't be the emergency goalie, Steve. The emergency goalie has to be there in the building. Chris Gibson's in Charlotte. Or do we transmogrify him from Charlotte? If somebody gets hurt, it's got to be somebody in the building. And a couple of years ago, Tallis actually had to suit up. Read your comment. Which comment? Steve, are you drunk this morning, bro? Which comment? Your son started walking. You have him walking on video. You hate Barkov. He's trash. Yes, I understand you hate Barkov. I get that. I know. I know you do. I wasn't even giving you garbage for that opinion. I know you're trying to trick me into something here. It's early in the day and I don't feel well. I know you're trying to trick me into something here, specifically about Tippett. Hey, you weren't here for the early part of the stream when I talked about Tippett. So you'll have to go back and rewatch to get my expert opinion on why he's not playing well. And I made a prediction and told everybody to mark my words when it happens. So there. So I told you. He only plays if Bob at night dies. Oh, geez, Steve is in rare form today, man. We got Steve, which everybody wants to know what happened to the one bad. What happened to the one bad, man? I know it's a joke, Steve. I know. What happened to the one bad? Let's see. Tim Black, what do the Cats do with E2 when we have Barkov, Bennett, Lundell, Achari down the middle? Well, the first thing they're going to do is get rid of Achari. I don't think that. This is a good question. This is a good question, Tim, because well, look, we know Achari. I mean, all right. Let's start here. Let's look at Achari's contract because this is a good question. All right, this is a good question. Um, let's see. Noel Achari in 2019 signed a 3-year, $5 million deal. So I'm looking at Cap Friendly now. He's 30 years old and his body is breaking. We have him signed. Oh, he's got a modified no trade clause. Look at that. We have him signed this season and one more season. His cap hit is 1.6. So he's this year and one more year. He's already played this year. So what that sounds to me like is a buyout. How much would it cost us? Let me buy out that contract. Let's see. He's got a modified no trade clause. Where's the little thing to buy out the contract? It's not here. I don't want to use up too much time. He's got a 10 team no trade list. All right. So it doesn't say here what his buyout would be, but it's 1.6. So even if it was that, we got the Yandel big hit next year. You've got to assume that when he comes back, maybe they'll move Lusterinen to wing. How about that? How about a fourth line of Achari with Lusterinen and Lombard? But then where the hell do we put Hornquist? You see? This is some of the problems we knew we were going to have starting off the season, and you knew there was going to be at least one guy. And don't leave out Marchment. It's going to be a numbers game, but Lusterinen should not lose his job. So if you're looking at it now, when what do we got? Barkov, Duclair, Achari, and Marchment. When Marchment comes back, that's when you'll see Mammon leave the ice, right? Okay. Then Barkov and Duclair come back, and there's still two guys that got to move. And then that hasn't even dealt with Achari yet. It's a good problem to have. Job. He should keep it. He should be moved up, is what he should. I mean, Jumbo Joe should be, you know, should not be. As soon as one of those guys gets healthy, that should be, Achari centering the fourth line, and Lusterin centering the third line, and Jumbo Joe centering the hot dog stand. That's how it should be. No disrespect, but he's not an every night player. All right, let's see. There we go. Julian Tippett's a net today. um, am I doing the whole game? No, just the pregame today, Chris. The next full game live stream will actually be Monday Night Football on the other channel, Flying Fluffy Football. I dropped I put out the picks video right before I came live here, but the next full stream will be Monday night Patriots versus the Bills. Because I've done a couple of hockey games now. I want to feel the difference with football. I think football will be a lot easier because there's breaks in the action, and you can call the plays of football a little bit easier. So I want to have that. Um, exactly. Stays out of lineup in the locker room, Jonathan. Exactly. Let's see. People just called you one bad in other hockey streams, so you removed it because it was annoying. All right. That seems fair enough. Seems fair enough. Right, Tim. No, I know this year. Yeah. I think I talked about that, right? But my no, not 5 million. It was 5 million for 3 years, Steve. It was a 3 year $5 million deal. That's why it was 1.6. And Jonathan, yeah, Noel, we've been solid without him. Marchment's the guy we need to get back, but we got a lot of depth. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Right. Last year of his contract is next season, right? Yeah, cap friendly because oh no, wait. I read that wrong. You're right, Tim. You're right. I lost a year somewhere. You're absolutely right. I can't believe it's 21, 22. It just goes by so damn fast. I was looking at that thinking that was next year. Yeah. So um when he comes back, uh Jumbo Joe gets the sit. That's got to be the trade. That's got to be the trade of players there. But we're not going to re-sign him, unfortunately. Somebody's going to get a good player. He still have a little bit of gas in the tank. What about Marchment? Exactly. All right, I'm going to go to the bottom here because I missed a little bit here. Oh boy, I missed a lot. All right, I see Frank here. What do I think about the Hornquist trade rumors? Did I miss a day? Did I miss a day? What's the Hornquist? What's the Hornquist trade rumors? I mean, boy, that's a hell of a cat. Where would we trade him to? I'm happy with Hornquist's play. Why would we want to trade him now? But I guess the cap hit. I guess. What's the rumor, Frank? Robin, what's happening, man? Your Swedish team is playing at the same time as the Panthers, and both your TV and one of your laptops broke, so you don't you don't know which game to watch. Oh man. Well, take can you tape one? Tape is you see how old can you DVR it? Can you split screen? Do you have if you have a laptop, can you open up two browsers and split the screens? You can figure it out, man. That's how I did the Dolphins Panthers game on my TV the other couple weeks ago when we played. I think it was Thursday night. Is I just split the screen. Tim Harney's not going to be traded. Yeah, house. It could go either way, right? It could be a full house or it could be an empty house. 1 o'clock is early, man. We'll have to see how it goes. Let's see. You can split the screens on your laptop. Yeah. You won't go blind. It's only 4 hours. Well, 3. Yeah, it's like 3 hours. You'll be fine, right? Um, let's see. Steve's saying we as a community need to agree that we have Uyghur at number 1, then we have Lomberg at number 2, and everyone else sucks. Uyghur's really been inconsistent as hell. Really inconsistent as hell, Steve. Let's be honest. And his facial hair. The mustache needs some work, man. He needs some thickener. He definitely needs some thickener. All right, um these are the lines for tonight, today, this afternoon. So nothing's really changed. Bennett with Reinhardt and Huberto. Oh, that's Reinhardt up top, and then for Hagee with Lundell and Mammon, for Toronto with Thornton and Tippett, and Lomberg, Lusterina with Hornquist. That is not the lines we should have. Mammon, that the fourth line should be Thornton with Mammon and Hornquist. That's the fourth line. And instead of Mammon on the second line, that should be Vetrano. And then you'd have a third line of Lusterinen with Lomberg and Tippett. And that would be a hard to play against line. And don't even at me, bro. Let's see. Mixed feelings about Horny. His talent is replaceable, but not his leadership and making over $5 million hurts. I don't know why we would trade him now. Like, what for what? For why? Why trade him now? Well, you'd have to tell me what the rumor was, Frank. I early in the season I can understand it, but let's see. What what's up, Mod Steve? Let's see. You can have coffee, watch your Panthers at the same time. It's like Christmas only comes once a year. Let's see. You wish I would hyper focus on every mistake that Tippett makes, like I do for. Hey, it's not my fault, bro. Okay, Weeks is on the ice a lot more. All right. I mention it when Tippett screws up, you know. But look at who he's playing with. Look at who he's playing with. He's playing with the freaking Sequoia. Uyghur is playing with Ekblad. Uyghur's got like one of the easiest jobs on the planet, playing with Aaron Ekblad, and he still manages to screw it up. Tippett, come on, look at who he's playing with, man. He's got a freaking Sasquatch tied to a tree at center at this point, man. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, Frank, I haven't. I sorry about that, bud. I missed the comment on the video with Stu yesterday. Yeah, I didn't get to a whole lot yesterday. I when I did the video with Stu after that, I was pretty wiped out. Today's the first day I'm finally starting to feel halfway decent, but I'll check it out. I've been getting bad about the comments. I've just been so busy. It used to be I'd get 10, 15 comments on a video, but I think like the last recap I had like 50. I can't keep up. I do the best I can though. Yeah, see, after the season, Hornquist could be traded, right? But right now, we need him as player. Yeah, I agree with you, Tim. It would make no sense right now to trade him. He's not the odd man out. Joe is the odd man out. Hornquist has still played some pretty damn good hockey. He should be on any other team. I think he'd be on the third line. Jonathan, yeah, if Weeg screws up, it's more noticeable. Exactly. You have never seen me say anything negative about Tippett. That's not true. That's not true, man. In fact, at the beginning of this live stream, I said I can't stick up for him. I said it, but you were busy. You were busy at I don't know what you were doing, Steve. But at the beginning of the video, I said I can't stick up for him. He's not scoring. He's playing decent two-way hockey. And then the prediction I made was that when we get healthy and the line is how it should be with Lusterinen and Lomberg and Tippett, that's the third line it should be. Maybe you could keep for Toronto there. That's fine, but he should be playing with Lusterinen. I forget at this point, and that's why I say it both ways. It's not that I can't say it. It's I forget if it's Lusterinen or Lusterinen. So we'll just call him Lulu. How about that, Robin? Can I call him Lulu? I'm going to call him Lulu. Let's see. Alfredo, you listen to the Panthers games and streams on the right. You listen to the Panthers game and stream the game on the other TV. Exactly. When healthy, the third line should be Tippett, Lundell, Marchment. Jeez, man. You're not wrong. We've got so many players. You're right. You're not wrong, but I just made a perfectly good third line of Lusterinen and Tippett and Lomberg. or for Toronto. You see what I mean? Oh, you said you'd buy the jacket I had on, Frank. What was I wearing? Was I wearing this, or did I have my leather jacket on? Is that what I did? Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, no, that's not for sale. That's not for sale. That is my I don't know what to wear, so I'll throw on this jacket and look good outfit. That's it. That's funny. Raven, am I gonna get the new logo on the Panthers jersey? My brother bought it for me for Christmas as a joke. It took me 2 years to wear it, but it's cold in this room. It's cold in this room. So there we go. Um, what do I think about the neon jerseys people want? I haven't seen them. I'm glad I'm colorblind though. Let's see. Who is better than ESPN Plus? Dude, my commentary is better than ESPN Plus. Me just screaming at the TV going, he scored, some guy's got the puck is better. I could have Fluffy licking himself as the commentary, and that's better than ESPN Plus. Okay, so we're good. All right, I'm gonna call him Lulu. That works for me. That's much easier, man. Yeah, Alfredo, we can't trade him. That's for sure, man. See, we got a with a healthy fourth line should be Lomberg, Gachar, E2, Horny. Yeah, screw it. Put them all out there, right? Thank you, Zonk. Look at Frank, man. Damn it, Frank. Damn it, you're killing me. You're killing me. I can't sell that jacket. It fits too good. It fits too good, man. You still have your spacey in space. Oh my god. Let's see. Jonathan, honestly, Horny and Noel should split time when healthy, give each the rest. Yeah, I agree with that, Frank, and a Cuban cigar. I'll wear that if I ever can come down, which I don't know if I'll be able to come down, Frank. I still get sick just going to the airport. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's why I was out for a day and a half. Um, all I have to do is go to the airport, and my immune system says, "Suck it." So I don't know if I can. That's another part of the reason. Himself again. He's okay, but he's such a. It's like I got a toddler now. Fluffy is like I got a toddler now. He needs his night vision is not great. So like in the house when he's going from a lit room to a dark room, he'll stand there and whine in the doorway until somebody gets up out of the chair and escorts him across the door. It's like I got a toddler. It really is. And I think he's going to be as long as he lives. There still could be another 6-7 years. He's a toddler. That's what I got. Yeah, ESPN Plus. I agree with that. Thornton and Frank the Tanker are the odd man out, right? Oh, that's a good point, Tim. That's a good point. That's a good point about the enough playing enough games to get the ring. Yeah, you choose Fluffy licking himself. Yeah, right. Yeah, poor Fluffy. He's itchy because he's only been to the river the one time this week because he's been. And when my daughter in town, I haven't wanted to take him to the beach, which is he usually gets in the salt water and plays and gets all clean. Um, what's today? Saturday, Monday. I'll be able to take him. Monday, yeah, I have to take him Monday, but I've just been giving him a little bit more time off because last time he was so recovered, he played himself into being hurt again. All right, Raven, how long until I think YouTube is full time? Well, Well, the honest answer to that is if I could just add a zero to what I made last month, I could be full time. So that's only 1 0. It's not two. It's not 2 zeros. One zero is better than two. Um, that's why I started the Flying Fluffy football. To be honest, I want to see if I can grow a separate entity over there and have that be successful. But in terms of this channel, um, It's one of those things where it would happen a lot quicker if I could make more videos and do more live streams, but I have to do the other work. I have to do the eBay work and everything else. Um, but every month is made a little bit more. So um, it, it's a goal. It's a goal. I mean, it's not going to happen this year. It might take me 3, 4 years. But if I don't quit, Raven, if I don't quit, it'll happen. And that's the truth of it. If I don't quit and get discouraged, it will happen. Um, so we'll see. And even then, even when I do that, I don't think I'll ever stop working the eBay thing. It'd just be a change of, you know, not perspective, but a change of what I put first. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot more content I could put out right now. Um, but then I wouldn't be able to do the other stuff. So, Raven, you and me both, bud. You and me both. You know, um, it'll get there. As long as if I don't quit at this point, the only reason it would not happen is if I didn't have the patience to make it happen. So, um, that probably is not. Yeah, exactly, Alfred. And you look, I mean, I've been doing these for 6 years, but let's be honest, right? I dicked around for the first 3.5, 4 years, going and coming and going and coming, and I did a lot of other stuff, and I wasn't really sure. Um, so once I've started really making content with the idea that I wanted to do it full time, subscribers have almost doubled since I started doing that. So exactly, Raven, exactly. I'm in it. It's like with Bruno. Actually, it's like with Coach Brunette. It's like we're in it at this point, and the only way to see if he's going to be the guy is to roll the dice and see if he's going to be the guy. So, all right, guys, I appreciate everybody that came out. I got to go downstairs and figure out what the hell channel is up. Alfredo. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's true. I think when I looked at my when I looked at my channel, because on the mobile app, YouTube has changed how they're displaying things. It told me the number of videos that I had. Let me look at this real quick. Um let's see. It told me the number of videos. Let me get to my channel. It's moving slower because I have the Wi-Fi off. Let's see. I have 681 videos. 681 videos. That's not nothing. So exactly, too far along to quit. Absolutely, man. Hey, Stu. All right, bud. Stu's in, Stu's out. We're good. Thank you guys for showing up. Let's get a big two. Let's make it worth our Saturday afternoon, right? I get a big two. Just nice and easy, guys, like a 1-goal, 2-goal game. Behind by 3. But if we're gonna get behind, let's go for 4 goals and see if we can come back from that. That's what I want to see. If we're gonna play that way. If we're gonna get behind by 2, let's just make it 4. And on national TV, make that comeback. All right, guys, I appreciate it. I will see you guys after the game with the regular recap, the regular full recap that I usually do.